So, okay, students, we have one more type of problems concerned with continuity or discontinuity of function. In the last examples, what we have seen, we are given particular points like x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to minus 1, x equal to 0, whatever may be there. At those specified points, we have tested whether function is continuous or discontinuous. But in the coming problems, we have to test out whether given function is continuous, discontinuous for all the values of x. That means we need to find possible points of continuity or possible points of discontinuity for a given function. So when you draw the given function shape geometrically, it may be continuous for all the values of x. It may have some points of discontinuities. In fact, it may have any number of points of discontinuities. May 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 100 points, 500 points, 1000 points. It's impossible to estimate all those points of discontinuity or continuity because we are not specified at which point we are testing. So, in this kind of problems, means when we want to decide points of discontinuity or continuity, we shall make use of generalization. Means we shall use the fact that whenever we know already by means of standard theorem, every algebraic rational function always continuous for all the values of x. I mean for all the real values of x. So we shall test out, means we shall decide for x less than a, for x greater than a, and for x equal to a. Suppose if your function fx is algebraic polynomial, easily we can say that for x less than a, given function is continuous because by means of standard result we know that every algebraic polynomial always continuous. Similarly, for x greater than a, we shall decide that given function is continuous or discontinuous. Only at x equal to a, we have to work out correctly, I mean by means of LHL as well as RHL to decide whether this point is point of continuity or point of discontinuity. So, coming problems based on determining points of discontinuity or points of continuity, but it is impossible to estimate all the points. So we shall summarize in generalization manner. After summarizing in generalization manner, at particular point we shall decide whether continuous or discontinuous. Now write heading. Heading is that problems based on finding possible points of discontinuity or continuity. Problems based on finding possible points of discontinuity or continuity of given function. As I told, we need to find all the possible points of continuity and discontinuity, but it is impossible to locate all those points of continuity or discontinuity because of values of x are up to infinite. So we shall estimate in the manner for x less than a, for x greater than a, and for x equal to a. So for these kind of problems, you apply this method. First part is that analyze for x less than a. Analyze for x less than a, f is continuous or discontinuous. Analyze means you need to justify. Similarly, analyze for x greater than a, f is continuous or discontinuous. Similarly, analyze means calculate, means estimate whether for x greater than a function is continuous or discontinuous. That is generally, not by means of any particular cases. Whereas at x equal to a, determine at x equal to a, determine continuity or discontinuity by earlier methods. Means it may be by direct limit evaluation or it may be using LHL, RHL concept. Write problems strictly based on finding possible points of discontinuity or continuity of a given function. First problem. First problem. In fact, it's a class number 35, perhaps I feel. Find all the points of discontinuity. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function f of x equals to 2x plus 3, second value 2x minus 3. You be attentive in this problem, question asking way. Earlier problems discuss continuity of the function at specified values of x. I mean at specified points. Here no such specified points. Any point may become continuity or discontinuity, but if you go on hunting those points, it will be impossible because there are infinite number of values of x. So we have generalization method. First one, if x less than or equal to 2. Second one, if x greater than 2. Solution. Means from this problem, what we can mean is that for x less than 2, we may not get points of continuity or discontinuity. For x greater than 2, we may not get points of discontinuity. At x equal to 2, we may get discontinuity or continuity. So we have these cases. Case 1. For x less than 2 or when x less than 2, or you can take if x less than 2, all are same in the meaning. So whenever x is less than 2, function. What is f(x)? 2x plus 3. But what is 2x plus 3? It is an algebraic polynomial. So already we know by means of standard theorem, but unproved theorem. Proof is not for the text. What theorem says that every algebraic polynomial itself continuous for all the values of x, since fx is algebraic polynomial. Therefore, fx is continuous. For x less than 2. That means you take values of x which are less than 2. For all these values of x, our function is continuous because it is a straight line, not having any kind of gap or break in that range from minus infinity to 2, in fact excluding minus infinity. Now similarly, second case. Case 2, for x greater than 2 or when x greater than 2, whatever you can assess, that left to your individual choice. So whenever x is greater than 2, what is function 2x minus 3? Here, fx equal to 2x minus 3. But what is 2x minus 3? It is also an algebraic polynomial, since fx is algebraic polynomial. Therefore, fx is continuous. For x greater than 2, what we have shown that for x less than 2, continuous. For x greater than 2, this function is continuous. Let us test at x equal to 2 whether both of the straight line they meet or do not meet. If they meet, definitely become continuous. If they do not meet, function become discontinuous at x equal to 2, and x equal to 2 will remain as only point of discontinuity. Remaining are points of continuity. So let's have case 3 at x equal to 2. Case 3, when x equal to 2 or for x equal to 2 or at x equal to 2. Let's find LHL, RHL. F of 2, that means here we have x equal to 2, replace x by 2, 2 into 2 plus 3, total becomes 7, because 4 plus 3 is 7. Let's find the left hand limit for this case, limit extending to 2 minus f of x. 2 minus means less than 2. When x less than 2, function is 2x plus 3. So limit extending to 2, 2x plus 3. Replace x by 2. On replacing x by 2, 2 into 2 plus 3, total becomes 7. Let us find right hand limit. Now right hand limit RHL equal to limit extending to 2 plus f of x. Two plus means more than 2. When x more than 2, function is 2x minus 3. That is limit extending to 2, 2x minus 3. Replace x by 2 because it doesn't have 0 by 0 form. On replacing x by 2, 2 into 2 minus 3, that is 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. LHL 7, RHL 1. However, they are unequal, so function is discontinuous at x equal to 2. Since LHL not equal to RHL. Therefore, fx is discontinuous. At x equal to 2. That means our given function has only one point of discontinuity, that is x equal to 2. Remaining are points of continuity. Right, lastly, therefore, the possible points of discontinuity is x equal to 2. So if the point of discontinuity is x equal to 2, means what may be the point of continuity? Point of continuity, nothing but all real values of x except x equal to 2. Means for this problem, what we can also assert is that the possible points of continuity are, this is point of discontinuity, whereas the possible points of continuity are all real numbers except single element 2. That's the meaning of this problem. Next question. Next problem, same type. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function f of x equals to x plus 1, x square plus 1, if x greater than or equal to 1, if x less than 1. Question, you please understand, question is not like this, find or discuss the continuity of function at x equal to specified point. It's not like that. Question is that you have to find all the possible points of discontinuity or continuity. All the means for each and every value of x. If you go and estimate each and every value of x, it's impossible to complete throughout our lifespan, because the values of x are real and there are infinite number of real numbers. That's why it's impossible to estimate at each value of x like that, like at x equal to 0.1, at x equal to 0.2, at x equal to 0.3, at x equal to 6, at x equal to 7. You can go on estimating, but it cannot be ending one. So we have a generalization. But if question is that discuss continuity of this function at x equal to 1, if this is the question, at that time don't discuss for x less than 1, don't discuss for x greater than 1, discuss only at x equal to 1. But question is that you have to find all the points of discontinuity, all the means for all the real values of x, and there are infinite number of real values of x. It is impossible to take all the real numbers. That's why we have this kind of generalization method for this type of problems. You write solution. Case 1. When x or for x, when x less than 1, fx equals to what, that is x square plus 1. But what is x square plus 1? Which is a second degree algebraic polynomial, so it is continuous. Since fx is algebraic polynomial, since fx is algebraic polynomial for x less than 1, so it is continuous. So it is continuous. I mean, function is continuous. Case 2. When x more than 1, greater than 1, by given data, when x greater than 1, function is x plus 1. Here fx equal to x plus 1. But what is x plus 1? It is also an algebraic polynomial of first degree, but still it is an algebraic polynomial, so it is continuous. Since fx is algebraic polynomial, therefore it is continuous. Observe, it is continuous for all the x greater than 1, means continuous for x equal to 1.1, continuous for x equal to 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can go up to infinity, but it is impossible to go till infinity because it will not ending one. So it is understood. Generally, here function is continuous for x greater than 1, function is continuous for x less than 1. Let's see exactly at x equal to 1 whether function is continuous or discontinuous. Now case 3. At x equal to 1, let's find f of a, left hand limit, right hand limit. F of 1 means fx where x equal to 1 satisfies us. Here x equal to 1 satisfies us, put x equal to 1, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. We find left hand limit and right hand limit. Now left hand limit extending to 1 minus f of x. That is limit extending to 1. 1 minus means less than 1. When x less than 1, function is x square plus 1. Replace x by 1. On replacing x by 1, 1 square plus 1, total 2. This is left hand limit. We also estimate right hand limit. Now, right hand limit RHL is defined by limit extending to 1 plus f of x. One plus means more than 1. When x is more than 1, function is x plus 1. So it is limit extending to 1, x plus 1. Replace x by 1. On replacing x by 1, 1 plus 1, that is 2. RHL also 2. LHL already found as 2. And f of 1 is also noted as 2. So all are coinciding. Since LHL equal to RHL equal to f of 1, therefore f of x is continuous at x equal to 1. So what we got in this problem is that for x less than 1, continuous, for x greater than 1, continuous, for x equal to 1, continuous. That means this function is continuous for each and every real value of x. That means this function has no point of discontinuity, as good as number of discontinuity point is 0. Therefore, fx is continuous for every x belong to R. Naturally, no point of discontinuity. Therefore, fx has no point of discontinuity. Fx has no point. Underline this. Fx has no point means 0 point of discontinuity. Actually, this function, graphical representation, we can roughly estimate. No need of drawing the graph, just I am making this concept clear in this problem through graphical representation. You observe, when x greater than or equal to 1, y equal to x plus 1, means it is straight line in the form of y equal to mx plus c, means the slope 1 as good as line makes 45-degree angle with the positive direction of x-axis and y-intercept will be 1 unit. Next, when x less than 1, y equal to we have x square plus 1, and sure it is not a straight line because of degree of x is more than 1, or it can be written as y minus 1 equal to x square, or it can be written as x square equal to y minus 1, or it can be written as x minus 0 whole square equal to y minus 1. It is just comparing with our parabola vertex at hk, comparing with parabola x minus h whole square equal to 4a into y minus k. When you compare, h becomes 0, k becomes 1. Therefore, h 0, k 1 as good as vertex of parabola is 0, 1. Let's estimate this function geometrically. And this is which kind of parabola? It is just like x square equal to 4ay, shape opening upwards from vertex, but not opening upwards from origin, away means other than origin, that is point 0, 1. So let's draw this graph. It's a rough estimation of graph to illustrate how this function is totally continuous for all the values of x. So this is point x equal to 1. This is our vertex, say 0, 1. What we can observe, when x is greater than 1, it is a straight line. It is a straight line for x greater than 1. That means in the form of y equal to mx plus c, it is straight line. And for x less than 1, means for these values of x, our function is parabola. Its shape is symmetrical to y-axis because x square equal to 4ay, but vertex is not at origin, vertex is other than origin. This will be the rough shape. But after x greater than 1, our function is straight line. It is like this. This is parabola. this is a straight line. What we can observe is that you take any values of x from minus infinity to plus infinity, you can get continuity in this graph. There arises no discontinuity. Means on this graph, each and every point is point of continuity. Hence, this function has zero point of discontinuity or no point of discontinuity. Next problem. What I drawn is a rough graph, not taken account to correct graph sheet measurement. It's a rough idea. Next question. Find all the points of discontinuity of function. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. Find all the points of discontinuity of function f of x equals to two values again, x cube minus 3 x square plus 1. X cube minus 3 if x less than or equal to 2, x square plus 1 if x greater than 2. Here you don't go for finding continuity only at x equal to 2, because question is not like that. If question is that determine whether this function is continuous at x equal to 2 or not, at that time don't analyze x less than 2, x greater than 2, but question, understand correctly, you have to get all the points of discontinuity. Means for each and every value of x, means for x less than 2, for x greater than 2, for x equal to 2, we have to test out whether function is continuous or discontinuous. Solution. When x less than 2, or for x, in fact make it as case 1 if you wish. Case 1, when x less than 2. Here means under this case fx equal to x cube minus 3. But what is x cube minus 3? It is an algebraic polynomial of degree 3, whatever degree, that is not concerned, as it is an algebraic polynomial which is always continuous. Since fx is algebraic polynomial, since fx is algebraic polynomial, therefore it is continuous. I mean function is continuous for x less than 2. Means for x less than 2, graph of the function is smooth, not having any kind of gap or break. Next, for x greater than 2. So in fact, case 2 you can take. When x greater than 2, here fx equal to x square plus 1. But what is x square plus 1? It is also algebraic polynomial, so it is continuous. Since fx is algebraic polynomial, therefore it is continuous. For x greater than 2. Now let's have discussion. When x equal to 2, we have to judge whether these two functions will, these two points will coincide or not coincide. Next, case 3, when x equal to 2. Let's find LHL as well as RHL. Now, f of 2 equals to, means where x equal to 2 holds, take the function, here x equal to 2 holds, put here x equal to 2, 2 cube minus 3, 2 cube 8 minus 3, 8 minus 3 is 5. Now left hand limit extending to 2 minus f of x. That is limit extending to 2 minus means less than 2. When x is less than 2, function is x cube minus 3. Replace x by 2, 2 cube minus 3, 2 cube is 8, 8 minus 3 is 5. Let's find right hand limit. Now, right hand limit RHL equals to limit extending to 2 plus f of x. That is limit extending to 2, and moreover 2 plus means more than 2. When x more than 2, function is x square plus 1. Replace x by 2 because it do not possess 0 by 0 form. 2 square plus 1, total become 5. What's the conclusion? LHL 5, RHL 5, f of 2 also 5. So function is continuous at x equal to 5. Since LHL equal to RHL equal to f of 2. That means fx is continuous at x equal to 2. And what we analyze in this problem is that suppose this is point x equal to 2. We have analyzed it that for x less than 2 function is continuous, for x greater than 2 function is continuous, exactly at x equal to 2 function is continuous. That means this function do not have any point of discontinuity. That means each and every point for this function is point of continuity as good as the number of discontinuity points equal to 0. That's the meaning of this problem. Therefore, fx is continuous for all x. For all x belong to real numbers. When every point become point of continuity for this function, ultimately point of discontinuities are 0. Therefore, fx has no point of discontinuity. Fx has no point of discontinuity. That means number of discontinuity points of this function are 0. 0 is the number of points of discontinuity for this function. Next question. I hope you are understanding quite proper manner. Next problem. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function. Find all the points of discontinuity of the function f of x equals to modulus of x by x. Second value 0. First one if x not equal to 0. Later one if x equal to 0. Solution. We first analyze the modulus of a real quantity definition. Since mod alpha equal to plus alpha minus alpha. Plus alpha if alpha is positive, minus alpha if alpha is negative. Therefore now mod x equal to can be written as plus x minus x. Plus x if x positive, minus x if x negative. So with help of definition of modulus of function, now our actual given function becomes, therefore now f of x changes to, now f of x changes to like this, f of x equals to, what we can distribute is that we can distribute for x negative, for x positive. For x negative, mod x is minus x divided by plus x. If x negative, then if x positive, mod x is plus x. Plus x divided by x if x positive, and 0 if x exactly equal to 0. That means here x will cancel out. Here also x will cancel out. Hence, the function can be rearranged as or redefined as f of x equals to now minus 1 plus 1 0. It's as good as signum function. If x less than 0, if x more than 0, if x equal to 0. Let's have case 1, case 2, case 3. The question is to find all the points of discontinuity for this function. Case 1. When x negative, here fx equal to minus 1. But what is minus 1? Constant. Only we know that every constant function is always continuous. Since fx equal to constant k, therefore fx is continuous for x less than 0. As good as it is a straight line. It is actually y equal to minus 1, means y negative in fourth quadrant as well as in third quadrant. So when x negative means in third quadrant it is a straight line parallel to x-axis like this. So on this straight line you can observe that every point is point of continuity. No question of discontinuity on this straight line. Next, case 2. Case 2, when x positive. Whenever x is greater than 0, function is defined by 1. Here fx equal to 1. Means y equal to 1. That means what is 1? constant. Therefore, that is fx equal to constant c. We know that every constant function is always continuous because constant function represented by straight line, either parallel to x-axis or parallel to y-axis. That's why it's always continuous. Therefore, fx is continuous. For x greater than 0. Hence, at x positive, continuous, at x negative, continuous. Let's see at x equal to 0. Case 3, at x equal to 0. F of 0 equal to 0. That is by given data. LHL, easily we can observe because of for LHL, refer x less than, when x less than your function is -1, naturally LHL become -1, RHL become +1, LHL not equal to RHL, so obviously function is discontinuous at x equal to 0. Okay, we shall find LHL limit extending to 0 minus f of x. That is limit extending to 0. What's meaning of 0 minus? Less than 0. When x less than 0, function value is -1. But limit of constant is constant. So limit of -1 is -1. This is LHL. Very much similarly, easily we can find that. Similarly, RHL will become limit extending to 0 plus fx. What's the meaning of 0 plus? More than 0. When x more than 0, function value is 1. So limit extending to 0, 1. But limit of constant is constant. So RHL equal to 1. What we can observe is that LHL not equal to RHL. Since LHL not equals to RHL, so what is the remark? Function is discontinuous at x equal to 0. That means our given function has alone point of discontinuity. That alone point of discontinuity is x equal to 0. Therefore, x equal to 0 is the only point of discontinuity. Is the only point of discontinuity. Of the function f of x. You can illustrate through graphically. For x negative, what we have? Y equal to -1. So this is 1. In fact, totally is 1, but y become -1. This is -1. This is +1. When x negative, y is -1 means it is a straight line parallel to x-axis. This is straight line y equal to -1. When x positive means after 0. This is origin. What I am telling, after origin, what is y? +1. This is y equal to 1. But these graphs not coinciding one another. That's why discontinuous at x equal to 0. Continuous for x less than 0, continuous for x greater than 0, or discontinuous at x equal to 0. Some more questions we shall meet in the next class. Thank you.